Now, here's more evidence of what I've always been saying, that the Republican Party, the right wing, or whatever you want to call it, is going to get crazier, wackier, more loony. And now, the lunatics are coming out of the closet. They're unmasking themselves, and that's what I predicted. And today we have this little bit of a news article that I want to share with you that I think has a lot of meaning and a lot of weight to what I think has been going on for the last few months, if not the last few weeks. Have you ever heard of Pastor Scott Lively? I don't know if you're a gay activist, if you're a gay blogger, if you're anything involved in the gay community, you probably know this guy. If you are a twink, I don't want to go in that route again. Talk about what a twink is. Anyways, if you're a twink or a clubber or somebody that's not really into the discussions of the gay community, and if you're just somebody that hangs out at the gay clubs, you don't know shit, fine. Let me just re-educate you for the next 30 seconds. Scott Lively is an anti-gay homophobic pastor that pretty much believes that the entire Nazi movement in Nazi Germany was created and was maintained and involved mainly gay guys. Yes, you heard it right. There is a guy out there in this country, in this civilized country, the most advanced country in the whole planet, saying to us that the Nazi movement was created by homosexuals and he was basically a homosexual movement. You get that? And not only that, but this guy wrote a book about that and also went to Uganda. Do you know about Uganda? They're trying to execute gays right now. They're trying to pass and kill the gays bill. Yeah, oh yeah, remember that. And Scott Lively was involved in that. He was encouraging all these churches, all these little small-minded individuals to follow his lead, and he went on this tirade when he was in Uganda that gay people, homosexuals, they're evil, and that they have a mindset of Hitler, that they can execute you, that they're the ones that can put Jews in the ovens, like they're the ones that killed the Jews and the ones that committed the Holocaust and all this crap. So now, guess what? Now you're saying, okay, what is Scott Lively doing? Well, Scott Lively, he's gonna run for governor of Massachusetts, and it's gonna happen. You're like, what? Yes, this guy, who has a weird conspiracy theory of any conspiracy theory that I've ever read. And believe me, look, when I confront a conspiracy theory, I can either prove it wrong, or I can say I don't know, or I can say it's proven right. There are many conspiracy theories out there that I don't know if it's right, or if it's wrong, or if it's true, or if it has any valid truth to it. But there are others that I say are flat lies, and they're just rumors and urban legends. But then there are those who, are just completely out there. Like Alex Jones saying that the government created homosexuality, that the government what did he say? Yeah, that the government is creating gay people. That the government created all the gay and lesbian people in the country. So what about the gays in South Africa? I mean, were they created by the U.S. government? Or the gays in Indonesia? The gays in China? I guess they were created by the Chinese government too. It's a all global government New World Order conspiracy. That is a loony conspiracy. It has no valid data. There's no evidence for that. And the same thing goes with this guy. Because there were a couple of gay guys who were, by the way, later on, jailed for being gay by their same colleagues in the Nazi Party. Just because you have a couple of Nazis who were gay, all of a sudden the whole thing, every gay person now is a fucking Nazi, bent on genocide. Is that why you're saying? Because if that were true, then we can say this, Mr. Lively. the Catholics are all Nazis. They're all bent on destroying the Jews. They're all bent on creating another Holocaust and another genocide. The Catholic Church is a Nazi church. I can say that. Why? Because Hitler was a Catholic. Oh, really? You're saying I can't do that? Don't go there, Jose. Oh, the Pope, the current Pope, he was a member of Hitler's youth. He saluted Hitler. He loved Hitler. Oh, but we can't talk about that, can we? Okay, let's say about people with mustaches, because Hitler had a mustache. I guess people with mustaches have a hidden conspiracy theory to commit genocide against Jews and everybody else. They're just waiting for the right time to come up with their closeted Nazi theories and all that shit. Their Nazi ideologies and take over the government, you know? Well, that's the guy, Scott Lively, who has convinced himself and a few other quacks to say that the Nazi movement was a homosexual movement. And now he's running for governor of Massachusetts. Massachusetts, that's right. Progressive, very blue, very democratic state. And supposedly he has created his own exploratory committee, and he's trying to figure out if it's the right time, which he says it is. He says he has 90% probability that he's going to run, so that means yes. 10%, I don't know what it's, probably money. That's what he's really thinking about right now, is money. So who's going to support him? I know who's going to be supporting him. The American Family Association, Family Research Council. And can we now finally say that these groups are hate groups now? Can we finally say that after this? Mass Resistance, that's another family. Freedom, supposedly, no freedom. One of these right-wing quackery groups in the state of Massachusetts, Mass Resistance, they're going to be supporting him. Yeah, they're going to give him all the money. You people in Massachusetts, you got to, I'll just give you the heads up. If you elect a quack governor, I guess we have no hope for you. I mean, these people elected Scott Brown. I mean, anything can happen. Anything can happen. But I don't know if they're going to go for this extremist. And it's fine. Look, this is what's going to happen. He's going to run. He's not going to run for the Democratic ticket. He knows he's not going to win it. So he has to go to the GOP ticket. And that's where he has a more probability of being in the general election. So he's going to try to get the nomination from the Republican Party. Oh God, if that really happened, I mean, that's basically going to seal the coffin for the GOP. That's it. And they're gonna get bombarded after this. If Scott Lively gets the nomination, which I think he might. I mean, who knows? It's gonna be all over the news, and that's fine. We'll let Scott Lively run. Let him speak. Let him talk about the Nazi theories and all that. Let him talk about his book, the pink swastika. Let him talk about that. Let's see what the voters of Massachusetts, let's see what they think about that quackery theory. We should let these people run for office. We should let them go out there, speak their mind, so they can be ridiculed by normal individuals. And when we ridicule them, because that's how it should be. I mean, imagine if you came out with these theories, even 20 years, 30, 40 years ago, people would have laughed you out of the stage. But now, because we have this politically correct version of freedom of speech, like everybody deserves to be out on the stage. It's one thing if you believe in something, you want to talk and you want to write your own book, whatever. I don't give a shit. Write a book, write a blog. But how can you demand to be center stage? And these days now, people, these kinds of people can be actually accepted in circles. They can be accepted in polite society. I mean, look, if I came out and said that the Nazi movement was a Jewish movement, what's going to happen to me? I want you to guess what's going to happen to me. I'm going to be shamed away back into a cave. Definitely. So, but these people, they can make every quack theory about gays. Gays were. Now, somebody said that Satan is gay. I think they got it from South Park. They're gonna make a lot of these wacky theories about gay people. To fear people, to make other people submit to them and say, without me, the gays are gonna come and they're gonna take over your family. They're gonna take over your church. Oh no, they're gonna take over your school. I mean, that's how they do it. That's how they're gonna get the votes. The only way the only way that he's gonna win is that he's gonna have to really hit it. I mean, he has to really say that sodomites and faggots are gonna take over the universe. He has to be out there. But I think what we should do as gays, if you're gay and you're in Massachusetts, register to be a Republican and get this guy nominated. Get this guy nominated. Because then, what we really see now is, I mean, this is really what a lot of Republicans and the reactionary and Freemason types, these Southern Dixiecrats, this is what they believe in. A lot of people believe that Hitler was gay, and that's sort of nonsense. So, but hey, nothing will shut these people up like a nice election loss, a landslide election loss. And if this guy were to run, the GOP is really going to be sweating like a pig. Be like hoping that this guy won't run. But they're going to have a really tough time in 2014 if this guy runs for office. Because this is going to be national news. Scott Lively is running for governor. He's a GOP nominee. He thinks that the Nazi Party was a gay club. It was a gay parade. It was a gay pride parade, the Nazi Party. 999! Extremist! Oh, those Nazis. Those Nazis are everything, by the way. Did you know that? I mean, have you ever noticed that recently, that the Nazis are everything now these days? They kept saying, oh, well, Scott Lively thinks that the Nazis were gay. Some people think that the Nazis were Republicans. Some people think that the Nazis were Democrats and liberals. Some people thought that the Nazis were vegetarians. Some people think that they're meat eaters. Some people think that they are Christians. Some people think that they were atheists. Some people think that they were that they had, that they were Herbalife drinkers. If you drink Herbalife, you're a Nazi. Oh God! I mean, the Nazis are everything now because they're being used by everybody. Oh, if you don't agree with me, you're a Nazi. It's time for the Nazis to come back and say, you know what? Shut up. Stop using us. All of you Americans, stop using the Nazis. We were great, and that's it. Nobody else can be like us. You cannot wear that trench coat as we did. Oh boy. But I don't know. I'm just sick of all of this shit. I'm pretty much done with this. Like, you're a Nazi, you're a Nazi, But what were the Nazis, by the way? They were fascists. So what I say, instead of saying Nazis, they're fascists, because that's what fascism can manifest to, Nazism. But Nazism was pretty unique only to Germany. I think that's what it was. For me, that's what it is. But we're still living in the past, I guess. A lot of people like Scott Lively says, hey, we can still make gay people look really bad by saying that that they're Nazis. Basically. Don't forget to vote for Scott Lively, the biggest Nazi in the world.